Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
The NFL season has hit high gear. Off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Set, ready? 50, plant. I got you, pump. Single, single slot. 5.
Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got out right out of the gate.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Mike. Hey, orbit. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey. 20, Mike 20. Watch the run. Let go.
Lock going to try and throw on third down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in right. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Touchdown! James White His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The pass there complete to Sutton. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep in, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Push him back.
Rock now, rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Come on, set.
Rock going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Here we go, here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Ready?
20, Mike, 20. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to
Sit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now a hole out there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
Look at me.
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think the 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's got the hook up to Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Bring it up.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. As his guys are in for 6. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 54. Mike's 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing now is Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Topper!
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And this one complete to Reed. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Spencer. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, there's a great...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Cheetah!
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So
rush coming, and he's taken down. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. If that slant, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you get a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. Locke's trying to hurry him up with that clock running. To try again after the sack. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean 1st half, a touchdown, no interception.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. I'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. So we have reached halftime here in an 11. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. To the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for him. That's going to bring up third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
Let's go.
And that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here back to it.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Switch.
Lock now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for the yardage.
Here's Locke. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They look to throw. It's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. On first down, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
64, weak. 5.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Locke again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, Another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field, having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know what's going on in the league.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Check 31, check 31. Out.
Here's Locke to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw the block. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Lock now on 1st down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man is Ross, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Let's go.
7 yards there and a first down.
Ready?
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's working on a string of 8 straight completions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Recon, 132 fighter. Slam. Check. Let go.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
Watch out.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Squeeze. Snap.
Throwing on 1st down is long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Yeah, baby!
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
8-3.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 36.
Ready?
Throwing on 1st down. Block. Got a man open. It's Ross. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Go.
6-3. 2-18. Chop. Shoot.
Block gonna throw. He's gonna have the hook up to Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. On 1st down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver. We asked the coaches about him, didn't we? And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A couple of big plays in succession there for the Pats. They're on the move. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. He's back to throw. They'll check this one down to Michel. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's got some. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run with Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down 24-21, 40 seconds to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
On the ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 4, check 4.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zip, fight.
Now Lock. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Greystone, travel. Come. Back. Hey, exit. Go.
20, Mike, 20. 65.
Say go.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. On the left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 15 line.
Let's get into some penetration.
Hey, seam 6.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, Mike 20. You don't want this.
Yep.
Mike 20. Watch the run.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Pats, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland.